Good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Bye.
Have a good one. We're NotGreatRPG, and we're here once again for the City of Oshuamp. Hello, Claudio.
Hello.
We're going to go around the table real quick, introduce ourselves, and then after a brief recap, we will pick up where we left off last week. As always, I am Don, and tonight I'll be playing Ether Revia, unless I get killed by a statue that is actually an old friend.
Friend?
I don't know. A friend of a friend. I gotta connect.
New friend.
New friend.
General Jones died.
Yeah, I saw. And we might too. So.
Coming to see you.
He can't. He can't.
Oh shit! It's my turn. Hi.
I'm stalling for as long as I could.
I appreciate it. I'm Grim, and I play Nezstein. I'm DJ and play Nezgrim.
I'm surprised he didn't do James Earl Jones. That's
Yeah, I
weird.
thought you were going
I
James
really
Earl
thought you
Jones.
were going to.
No, I went with Einstein because my brain threw.
Big brain.
And so humble.
Oh wow! Too. It's wild. I have so many teeth.
Yikes.
I'm Glenn, and I play Forst. And I'm gonna be shutting my fucking mouth this episode.
I'm Chell, I play Thariel, and this is probably the most I'm going to also talk this episode.
I'm Sarah. I play Ritora. I've also been advised to say very little or do very.
We're all done
It's
talking.
the saying and the doing.
You
for
know
me.
we're in trouble when I'm being encouraged to talk on everyone's behalf.
Yeah, dude, we're in new fucking uncharted territories.
Well,
I'm
that's
like,
why when we were talking about it in the chat, and you were like, "I feel like I'm not the problem." I was like, "That's a stretch." Say some shit.
yeah, last time we interacted further with the beholder that we freed successfully from the extending roots down here into the Crypt of the Kings of Alglatha. Then we saw the release statue that was being obstructed by said suspended beholder in roots. An elven woman matching a description that we had seen previously, and we were like, there's a puzzle here. I like puzzles. I'm gonna do the puzzle. So we spent a very long time figuring out the puzzle.
You know I
Eventually,
like puzzles.
concluded said investigation, resulting in the party's collective Feywater, the Mythwater, being poured over from the spout above the relief, washing over this statue. Nezgrim took the two items that manifested through the waters. Then we decided, let's keep going. Traced some stuff on the ground. We did a magic circle. We did some more really interesting ideas, resulting in Nezgrim eventually going through a series of poses while holding the sword and the shield in his hand, dancing in front of the mysterious door, standing once again in a magic circle! Because we love to do this!
In the basement.
Oh, it's the same thing all over again.
Oh man, that's somatic components. God damn it.
Yes, we talked about that.
I literally said we're missing just the specific kind of component with the verbal, and then we said the person's name, and now the statue's alive, and we're picking up fucking here.
Yeah.
This is not the first.
Magic works down here again because the beholder's not looking at us, right?
Correct. The beholder is not in the area, so magic once again works.
Maybe it'll roll off the stairs and fall down and kill us.
So like,
Did someone say treasure?
for clarity's sake, it's not like there was like a big wide gap between where the doorway was and where this wall was. Like when you guys were descending downwards, it was like inches jutting out, not beholder width to be able to like fall down, like genuine jutting up against the exteriors of the actual cavern walls. So, as this has been completed and as previously described, walking towards you, stepping down from the relief, her armored form stepping through the water, like into the spaces right near where I don't know. I feel like you guys moved from
We've
there. I
moved
don't think
since
that
then,
that's
yeah.
reflective. I feel like everybody's pretty much on this side of the location.
We've done a lot of shuffling.
This
Yes.
room was like right front
Ezra
center.
would be right up by the door here.
Yep.
Yeah, I
Ether would
put
be
it back
right
to
near him.
last known location.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
And she's down here, right?
Correct.
Okay. Cool.
Regular horses.
Stepping out with a big old armored leg.
Do I hear it?
I mean, I would say you would hear when the armor initially contacts stone, and then the form continues to step out. Once again, the description. A black elven woman with long, curly silver hair, light brown eyes. She does not have a shield, and she does not have her cracked sword. So she is stepping out, like, fully armored, though, sans helm. So that is why you were able to see, like, as she genuinely steps through the water, a beautiful woman. Like, does not look like she was old when this occurred. Yeah, you're welcome, all right?
She step out and go.
I'm a savage.
Upon hearing, I would start walking that way. That's all.
Olriet the beautiful.
Thank you.
Remember when I said I wasn't gonna say a goddamn word?
Now, though, I'm stepping up to the plate.
The three of us are just gonna hear her go humming. The horse is just banging on a table.
He was the dog. Just,
Yeah.
Spirita just.
Can you move me to about the brazier?
We lost internet.
Oh.
No.
Oh, mamma mia, done right away. My bones.
Well, we'll wait.
Yeah, we'll
I
give it a
guess.
moment. Because, I mean, Don's not here anyway.
And that's how we defeated her. Yay, everybody, wrap it up.
We
did
gave
it.
her
yeah,
That's-
the
we
I
win.
can't believe
We
we
just come back with,
succeeded.
like, party poppers.
I can't
big
believe we
glasses,
succeeded on
the
that.
beard.
That was insane. That was the quickest combat we've ever had.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, it's already back up.
Don, we beat her.
And that's how we
She's
win.
dead.
Right.
Yeah.
We did it, guys.
I can still hear in there.
We so back. Yeah, you moved.
Yes. As she is moving, and once she fully leaves the light of the Fey water, so like when her form is no longer enveloped by it and you see it kind of washes away against her, I will say to you that it is immediately apparent that this woman is basking in a thin veil of golden light. And you said you would begin to walk towards her.
Not with the. I wouldn't get any closer than probably 30 feet.
Yeah.
I would get start approaching her, but not get on her. You know.
There is as you see her 30 feet or so away, there is a definitive look of confusion and anger.
I would be following behind this group as well.
All right.
I would, as she's confused and angry. Here we go.
Listen, I'm not going to say that everyone's lives depend on these next few words.
Can
So
we
real quick, I have a
perhaps
question
also
before you start. I just don't want to cut off your
Use-
thought
Yes.
process here.
charisma rolls in this situation?
Can you?
Yeah. That's grim.
I'll try. I'll try to. Yeah.
Real quick question before he begins
Yes.
doing his thing. She shares the same sigil as Melindor. Like their shields both have the same
Yes.
sigil on it.
Yes.
So would it be smart to think that there's a possibility that they are within the royal line? Or that she is, more specifically, within the royal line?
I would say the fact that the sigil is shared and that above Melindor, within the vast relief area, the ceiling, that is where it was carved, my beloved guardian, that there is something there.
Okay.
This is me being as hands-off as I can be, because this is I don't know what you guys are going to genuinely do. DJ.
The DJ is looking for his notes about the Dawn Heroes that he has.
What info are you looking for?
Yeah, what would you like?
Anything about Olriet? Anything at all?
She's the beautiful.
Visual descriptors.
I remember
that's all we got.
I remember
Golden Guardian.
she's the beautiful. I remember that.
She's an elf.
Yeah.
She,
I think it's all
We pretty
just.
much have the description.
I'm hoping for like a title or
The beautiful.
other than the beautiful.
that's the.
That's all we have.
Black elven woman, silver hair, kite shield, Elegerners.
And the inscription on the bottom of the one thing, if you could refresh my memory as to what that said. It said something about the Our Lady of Green.
That was on the tomb of a man outside.
Okay.
That
That's
was
right.
to
It was
Melindor's King's Guard.
Okay.
Okay.
Also, just again, I don't want to overstep. You guys are not wrong. You know very fucking little about the Dawn Heroes. They are literal secrets.
Yeah.
They are named for the months, and they quite literally dropped the titles from the months because they didn't want people to even know their titles.
Okay.
That's
So-
just.
Yeah. This is still within the seconds of her finally clearing the water and beginning to like slightly warble with a golden glow.
I would hold the broken sword and the shield that I just took. Surely, in Rarfley, I would have had like, not Rarfley.
Ryak?
Yeah, I confused the two. Yeah, Ryak. Thank you. I would have had like class training. You know, like how to
Correct.
not be a shithead,
You
how to
would
do
have
things
definitively
respectfully.
had ample years studying etiquette.
Yeah, etiquette. Thank you. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Not being a shitheadism.
Not being a shitheadism.
That was my favorite.
I would step forward once enough to kneel,
Okay.
and as respectfully as possible, I would kneel,
Okay.
holding those like forward in a way that you would for like a respectful kneel.
Is that what that's
How confidently do you like step and kneel with
Oh,
this?
100%.
Like, does it almost like feel like you're doing this? Like, oh shit! Like
Impulsive?
this clicked a thing in your
Yeah.
brain, and you're like, I have to work now.
I'm doing this as if all of our lives depend on it.
Only because if you kneeled, I would probably fucking do the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would
yeah.
do it as if like I know that that's what I should be doing. That is
Okay.
if like that is what I should absolutely
For
do.
sure. Absolutely.
I'm getting sweaty palms.
His palms are located on his chest.
Yes. While kneeling, I would like bow my head and here we go. Would say, Lady Olriet, the beautiful, I beseech you in a time of need for your aid. And would remain that way
Yeah.
until I heard a response or until my head gets cut off again.
Again.
Not actually. If I heard her start walking toward me, I'd look up. But like,
She doesn't have a sword.
true, I have her sword.
You can take care of the cold dead hands.
You don't have her sword. It's in the statue. Or no.
He has the
He
sword.
has
Oh,
it. He
yeah.
has
Actually,
it.
matter of fact, I would then hold the sword aloft, like forward, as if it
Yeah,
were hers.
yeah.
Like, here, take your sword.
Thank you.
Fuck it, if that's what happens, that's what happens.
Yeah. Well, that's not what happens. I would say that as she stands here, still some 20, 25 feet away from you, she looks and sees you kneel, and then in turn, like a flying bee behind you,
Yeah.
this flock of real fucking scared people just, okay. Lady Olriet, the beautiful, I beseech you in a time of need. I would say that as she stands resolute, she affixes down at your form. You would obviously still just be kind of like,
That's her.
scratching. Why are you here?
I mean, meow.
Sorry, give me a second. I'm flipping to our Imperia notes. Surely there's no reason I would need to flip to our Imperia notes.
I don't think I would go to the Imperia notes. That ended pretty badly for you there.
Nope. I got an idea.
These are the what not to do notes.
Look
I'm
directly
here to
in
pay
your
for the
eyes.
crimes of my family. No.
Oh, this is fucking 50-50. All right.
Great.
That's how you
Look at her.
opens.
No, I don't look at it. My name is Nesgrim Kristock. I am a descendant of Kabael Kristock. I'm using knowledge passed down in the Kristock family for generations. I've sought out your space.
Resting place, I guess.
I didn't want to say stone. I didn't want to say boundary stone, and her be like, "How do you know?" And then I come to you as man is incapable of handling this issue on their own, and you and all of the other Dawn heroes are in mortal danger from a threat, as well as whatever lies beyond where we are now. This threat is...
Kristock.
It's correct, yes.
What mortal danger?
There is a plague known by most as the rot, also known as widow's wail. This is a rooting plant, and we've observed the roots of this plant as deep as even just above. These roots are seeking the waiting places of Dawn heroes. All of you are in danger from this threat, as well as all of man. We've done our best to contain it. I'll point to fucking Tarathel. Hello! This king was forced to freeze his entire kingdom, lest all of his subjects and family fall victim to this very disease that is actively, currently searching for you.
And here you are.
To warn you at great peril to myself.
Those good words.
DJ pulling out them $20 words.
That's a big word for TJ.
This is DJ's customer service voice.
I do not hope to intrude or inconvenience you in any way. If this is an affront to a long-standing custom that I am unaware of, I deeply apologize, and I hope you receive my intrusion as incompetence instead of malice.
The folly of a fool.
I've been known to make plenty follies. Seeking you out was not one of them.
The rot persists then in your world.
In every corner I've seen, it's wiped out entire forests. It's turned orcs to exploding bloodberry carriers.
We secured that many years ago.
Did you also secure the rotting one?
Yes.
The rotting one is back.
Then the peril is much graver than you fear. For one has fallen.
One Dawn hero has fallen?
It would so seem.
Oh no.
We never considered it!
There were so many scary things. How were we supposed
as
to know?
DJ was going, the Widow's Wail is seeking for these people. He went, "Oh, Elsith is gone. Rip." Like that's what happened. That's they found her. Then I'm sure you can understand my willingness to put myself and all those behind me at risk to warn you of this threat.
What you propose is no light measure. I can go nowhere, nor offer you any assistance. I have served here, and will continue to do.
As is your charge, I would not hope to pull you away from your dutifully assigned role. You are able to provide assistance in other ways. For example, I don't think any of us knew, if anybody above knows, that the Dawn Heroes previously fought the Rot. That alone is new information that surely will be helpful to us in this. If nothing else, you can provide us guidance and advice.
Earn it.
We have done that. We've not
Not
found
with fire.
with
The light of the Lord. Everything.
Are you ready to accept Jesus now? That's great.
Wait, she actually says the light of the Lord.
Yeah!
Without making the attack roll required, can I do the smite energy on the sword as I'm holding it out?
You are not attuned. I would say it would feel very difficult for you to attempt to even channel even just a basic divine smite. It would feel separate from you since you are not attuned. As she says the light of the Lord, she would gesture like at her own golden wreathing.
I am a paladin. I've sworn an oath of devotion to all of those you see behind me. And everyone else above that you cannot see. My oath is to those who are not able to stand up for themselves. And in the face of a cosmic threat like this, I have to come on everyone's behalf as my duty. If the light of the Lord is able to destroy the Rot and save everyone above, all I would ask is guidance on how to channel that light. I'm able to channel some not divinity, but I'm able to
No, I can do that.
Oh, you're not wrong.
channel some divinity into smites, but not in a way that I've seen that would give me promise that that was a sustainable method for clearing the rest of the Rot.
Too far removed from the divine, are you then?
The divine has been far removed from this world for a long time.
Yes, it has.
Now kiss.
Lady Olriet, if I may.
No, kidding. She would just kind of like,
Petulant child.
I mean,
We're having a talk.
you are kind of like a weird, dirty looking guy.
As opposed to the mushroom man that just addressed
She looked at you.
growing mushrooms.
She looks back at him, looks back at you, and goes, "Is the hippie talking to me now?"
My name is Ether Revia. I am a disciple of Dawn.
No, you are not.
Dawn persists in hiding.
then all is well, and she may have no disciple.
Then I know not which I pray to and who I have spoken to, if not Dawn. She holds the mantle.
She holds the mantle.
Yes. A fragment of it resides in her, and I'll gesture to Retora.
Demon caller.
Oh boy.
You have taken of the threads of the mantle.
I have been gifted them. I...
Paul was holding his back. I don't think that.
My death was intercepted by Dawn. She sent me back.
From where?
Wherever she is, I did not go there intentionally.
A dark place,
It was
shrouded
dark.
in shadow.
I do not know who it is you're speaking to.
I don't remember why we know it's Dawn. I don't remember. Did we talk about that in game or out of game?
I mean, she talked to me about it.
I don't think they're down here.
You said intercepted when you died.
Yes.
It is not Dawn.
Who is it?
I do not know. I visited no such spirit.
Then an imposter pretends to be Dawn and charges few people such as myself with ferrying souls across the great river.
Dawn was but a girl to us, as she was, and all I knew of her. Dawn is gone.
Why do you say she is gone? Because you cannot sense her?
I cannot sense any of the others any longer. We are not tethered together, tethered only to our domain. I know Dawn is gone because I saw her die.
Is it possible that you believe that you saw her pass, and perhaps something intervened as she has intervened?
Do you think I am so foolish to be tricked?
Of course not. I mean no offense.
I am the torture.
Something holds the mantle mortis and sits waiting for wandering spirits.
I can do nothing for this. I have my charge. She would take a few steps towards the kneeling Nesgrim, who has the sword held out still.
Yep. I know previously I said if I heard her walking toward me, I would stand up. I would not, because it does not seem as though she wants to kill me. So I would stay kneeling.
Okay.
And
You're also offering her the sword.
Yep.
She would have to approach you to take it.
Yep. No, just.
You hold it aloft? Yeah, you watch as she just weaves her fingers around the blade and then slowly collects the shield and affixes it to her arm.
I'll just return my hands to my lap, I guess.
Nah. Arm up on the knee.
Yeah, there you go. Arm up on the knee.
You stand like a Templar.
Takes a moment to just look at the blade and her hands. What year is it for you?
Beyond the year 8000.
Tell her. I'm assuming we know what year it is.
Yeah, it's 8063.
Yeah.
Shit, I'm late. Dinner plans.
Time does not pass the same for me as it appears for you.
And
She would sheath the blade.
it's been 8,000 years since what most above consider the start of history. I know we are not the first group to be sent after the Rotting One.
What?
We are not the first group. There have been others before us who were unsuccessful.
How long ago?
1,000 years?
Hunting for the rot?
Yes. It has persisted since 1,500 or so years ago, when it re-emerged beneath the kingdom we call Alglatha.
That Alglatha is the kingdom that Tarathel froze.
I know Alglatha.
Alglatha has fallen. It's now underground, I mean. Physically has fallen. Imperia is also underground now as well. Whitehall, I believe, is underground now as well.
No, it's
That is
been
in
ripped,
a demi-plane.
ripped from this.
Elsewhere.
They fixed me.
How did you come here?
Through Alglatha and the tombs underneath, the kingly tombs, the king's tombs, whatever they were called.
Oh yes, I led them in.
Behold!
King, I'm gonna be in here someday.
He led us into the tomb, to this place we found on our own. Through, like I had told you previously, knowledge passed down to me from the long line of Kristoks.
Puzzles.
And
Puzzles.
your ancestors, Imperia now lay beneath the earth.
Indeed. I've been there.
And are you the last Kristok?
There's some debate about my father, given that he died and later his casket was found open. But
The dead walk the land.
in my opinion, I am the last living Kristok, yes.
I was there when your ancestor flooded Imperia with blood.
The Kristok name has served an amount of penitence for this, in that I was killed once already.
And does this serve as a reprieve for the thousands of innocents slaughtered.
No, but if I can stop the rot, I will save many more than what were lost that day.
And do you think yourself capable of doing this?
Right now, no, but with power and knowledge, I know that myself and everyone behind me, if we do not succeed in this task, will die trying.
Your death offers me no comfort nor confidence.
No, but my death does present the last knowledge of how to besiege Dawn Heroes for an enemy they had fought once in the past. If I die, this knowledge is lost, and the rot will be left to seek all of the remaining Dawn Heroes in perpetuity.
Make a persuasion check.
You're good at those, right?
High charisma. I am good at those.
So is she.
10. I rolled a 3.
There is, as you're saying that, I would say for the others around who are keenly insightful, notice that there is, in the same way Nesgrim held the instinctive purpose to kneel, a guardian heard words that a guardian is distraught with. And her hand reaches for the hilt. Knowledge that if you were to die in the presence of the rot, would then be pilfered from your soul. Silence. And she's gonna draw the sword.
If I die here, the rot will come. Killing me now does nothing to stop the rot from finding you. It will. It's presumably still actively searching, and it is but... How far was the drop from up down?
Like 60 feet.
It is but 60 feet above us.
And the rot cannot manifest me from my domain, and therefore cannot enter. I do not fear the rot, for my charge, my purpose, is one and only. And she points the sword towards the door. Naught else beyond matters.
You may not fear the rot, but you should fear the beings that it can control and manifest. Itself may not be able to release you from your charge, but that which it controls can.
But if the knowledge dies with this man,
The
and
knowledge
with
has
you,
already been collected by others. It already knows.
I'm not the last to know of the rot.
As he had said before, there were others that came before us.
We are simply the only ones that have gotten this far, and we are all of this land's last choice, last option, last chance. If we fail, all that you worked to protect will be lost.
no, it will not. My domain is pure. Foul creatures cannot enter. My magic is impenetrable.
There was already a creature within your domain when we arrived.
She again gestures at the door. That is my domain.
Is your domain hallowed?
Yes.
How about this space we are now?
No.
As far as we are aware, hallowed ground is the only thing that stops Widow's Wail, with the plant that spreads the rot, from entering a space.
Yes, and should they open the door to my domain, they will not be able to enter. Your task is yours.
Your task is yours. I do not hope to pull you away from your charge. My goal is not to beseech you to join us on this hunt.
Yes, but I now have been presented with the knowledge that there are those out there who know. And you all are far from innocent. I can feel that.
No one is born innocent in the world above anymore.
Such a shame we died for so little then.
But that's only true right now with the rot wreaking havoc above. I do believe that this group, having made it further than any group has in the past to our knowledge, surely no one's made it to you in the past, I'm assuming?
No, you are indeed the first.
If we're the first group to make it this far and we've overcome obstacles and enemies that would have struck down far greater groups sooner, we've traveled planes, we have traversed worlds,
Seen death itself.
in an effort to save this world from an enemy that you and the other 11 Dawn heroes fought valiantly to contain. There are but 5 of us to do what 12 of you did. I know we can succeed given how far we've made it. If you're able to provide any further insight or knowledge into our hunt, it would be deeply appreciated and may result in saving thousands and thousands of lives.
You can roll a persuasion check.
I was gonna say, if you're not able to, then we can be on our way. But let me get that persuasion roll. Please don't fuck me again. I can't. Is a 13 better? I rolled a 6.
This was a check.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to cast guidance on DJ as he
What are the components for guidance?
touch. It's verbal and somatic.
So as DJ is speaking, you would lay a hand on him.
Essentially, like as he was describing, in
Yeah.
the moment I said and saw death itself, I would like bolster him.
Yeah. Okay. So you can roll the guidance die.
It's a D4, right?
Yes. She sees you moving and casting magic. It is an incredibly swift movement with the long sword that you, as you are only a foot or so behind him, you would feel a whoosh as this blade just like swiftly turns, point like literally right there. Do not dare do such a thing in my presence without permission.
Understood.
What did you roll?
With the guidance die, it's a 16.
Better.
She with blades still like, again, it is meant to be a flowing blade of water where like it's rippling, hits the like pointed edge and whirlwinds almost back into itself, like exterior, interior flowing through in fluid motion. Still like dripping, you feel like the heat of the condensation. I am so sorry that your journey has brought you to such an end. I do not feel you deserve death. You say you promise that you would succeed.
Or die trying.
He's given his life many times to save those that can't fight for themselves.
She would take a step back and retract the blade, then stand. and as the knight you propose yourself to be. Best me yourself, and I will answer your questions and give you what you require.
And if I lose?
Life is forfeit, as are the lives of your friends.
He's done this once already.
He's gonna kick you in the dick.
We've already watched him be.
If you're saying something, you're saying something. It's not like you have a fucking, like...
Yeah. Olriet the Beautiful. I am Thariel of Ratham, 8th generation descendant of Melindor of Ratham. Blood of Elsith flows through my veins like waters from the breath of the summit. There is no reason that I, of my history, would want to bring you or the people of this nation any harm. Is there any way for me to show you through memory even of the courage and loyalty this man portrays to the people that surround him, much different than the history that precedes him?
That you would attempt to rebuke the request with memory instead of the duteous action this knight professes already looms with cowardice over him.
Not with cowardice, but
That was a lot of big words, ma'am. Stop it.
I think she's making fun of me. Please stop.
I'm not smart enough for this.
is there not people in your life whom which you've cared enough for that you would do anything to protect?
What do you think this is?
I think this is a group of hopeful people reaching out to a entity far greater than we could ever possibly understand, asking not for favors, but for information to possibly help guide us, to protect you, protect the other Dawn heroes, and protect the people of...
Burn whatever has escaped. I've already said this.
Then allow us to take this information and use it. Protect those that cannot protect themselves. Is that not what the Dawn heroes did?
But I have asked you for your word in an honorable duel with this man.
And if you succeed, which you very well might, that would not change the fact that he was noble and, what's the word? Loyal to the people and their safety.
And that will be his legacy. Here amidst the bones of many so similar men.
I'm not a king. I've not achieved what most would consider greatness in their lives. I have had one duel in the past that admittedly I was less than honorable during. Cowardice would be to not approach a being such as yourself on bended knee, asking for help. We are but ants asking a god for breadcrumbs.
I am no god.
No, you're not, but in comparison to us as ants.
Simile.
Yes, I understand your comparison.
I would be willing to leave my own life as collateral. I'm I fight every day to protect those behind me, and if necessary, I will again today. But if this is meant to be an honorable duel, it's not honorable for me to risk those people's lives here now. If I must, I will, but I'd much prefer not to. They will likely need to fight the rot with me later.
Then only your life, and they will be spared.
He's already done that for us.
Several times.
Twice. But
His soul has
If-
been
if-
cleansed.
if knowledge is power, and you require a display of power to grant me knowledge, then if these 5 behind me are able to leave and continue this quest, then my legacy of trying to protect all of those above will be carried on in them, and if they succeed, my memory will be carried with them to success,
Yes.
in spite of this failure.
Yes.
If I succeed, I go on to. So I'm willing to accept those terms. Only my life is on the line, no one else behind me.
As long as you fight with honor.
Ever the indelible.
Kicking in the dick.
If you fight dishonorably, I will cut off your hands and make you watch as I behead each of them in turn for your misdeed.
That would be fair. I will fight.
Fair enough.
I will fight honorably and with the intensity of a man with the entire world on his back.
I would ask no less of you, sir. Kristock. I'll ask you to roll initiative as you, I assume, begin to stand.
Yep.
Can you add guidance to that?
I'm gonna throw.
Are you using the same dice?
Nope. So far I've used 3 different die.
Oh no.
Well, you're getting all the low rolls out of them.
Is initiative a check?
I feel like since you rolled a 3, I shouldn't even use the combat one.
It is a 3.
You can just go straight to the sad morning one.
I'll pull up the morning list. Yeah. You rolled a 3.
Mm-hmm.
She also rolled a 3. Roll again.
I don't even know why I'm doing the math for the actual number. It's not like it matters. She beat you. She rolled 16 on the die.
She's
Doesn't
going
matter what
first.
her bonus
She
is.
could have a negative.
12.
Do the math. Her
Hello.
dex is terrible.
She's a little stiff after.
She would give a moment for your companions to ideally step away from you. I do not know if, like, it's not like she sees you, like, standing like, ah!
I would stand up and step forward a few paces.
Yeah. Where is everyone else
Fargus
in relation?
Ah, fuck.
Where was? Did you just move Nesrin forward?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like
As
I would
he goes forward, Vitora would
Mm-hmm.
just
Yeah, hand on him.
hand on him. No magic, just
Mm-hmm.
don't die.
I'll try. I'll do my best.
She would hold aloft the shield, the sigil proudly displayed, and hold out, and you would watch as the water almost wreaths around the hilt of the sword and works its way up, twisting around her arm. And she begins to spin the blade with a deftness to where it literally looks like she is just twisting a localized fucking
whirlwind, like a descending whirlpool that wraps back down into her arm.
It's really cool.
I know! I feel so bad!
Well, she still has to roll a hit.
She might not want.
Neskrim Kristock. It is an honor to do battle with you.
You as well. The honor is all mine. To be killed by one such as yourself is degrees of magnitude better than anything that's killed me in the past.
What else has killed you?
A door.
And
and a monk.
and
And Kabael Kristock.
No.
No.
no,
Was that not the?
It was the Great Templar.
Oh, the Great Templar in Imperia.
And you would see she would suddenly stop spinning the blade.
I offered.
You say door.
I love doors, first off.
I was killed by a door before.
She's autistic. Doors are.
Had you only brought chocolate milk, all of this would have been so
want to
much
come
more
and see my
simple.
train
This
set?
makes so
I
much
know!
sense.
On the train.
Is that a dinosaur from Chult?
As she stops spinning it, as like that catches her attention, I would say, yes, I offered myself as penitence for the atrocities committed by Kabael Kristock in Imperia to the Great Templar, where I was summarily struck down and killed,
Turned into a bouillon.
cleansed. If I recall, I can't remember because I don't have my notes from when he actually did it, but he did say something to the effect of like be cleansed or
Yes.
something
He
like that.
disintegrated you and turned you into
Well,
a
he said you have
bouillon
been
cube.
judged.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's,
Yeah.
he
Judging you.
he told me I had been judged and then obliterated me into dust.
She was slowing down the spinning, and I think adhering the "you were smote to dust" would pick the spinning back up ever so slightly.
We can do that.
And you have died many times.
Not well.
Just the two, right?
Just three.
Three's not that many, I guess, unless you're talking about deaths.
And what's the fear of a fourth?
There is no fear of a fourth.
Then let courage guide you,
I have here.
and beyond. And she would rush forward.
All right.
I gotta get Erebos on the phone.
AC is 19, so lots of things are gonna hit me.
Gotta get the turtle on the phone. Yeah, it happened again.
Yeah. Would it help if I said T word resurrected me?
I love his books.
The knife's in your belly, just like, wait, you know him?
You probably have to use-
Turtle! You know Turtle! No!
That's my other special interest.
I like
What
turtles.
did you say your AC is?
19.
With an 18. I would say that it is her first attack that you are like super prepared for, having been like really like
It's great at the cup game.
oh my god. It strikes, and like genuinely the point of the sword. So obviously, typically in warfare, when sword meets shield, sword loses.
Yeah.
Sword doesn't lose here.
Oh.
Like, it strikes your shield, and it's a like... Or no, you don't have the shield anymore.
I picked up two. I picked up the one that I had given her, and then I have the
Yes.
spell guard shield still,
Yes.
too.
So, then, yes, it does hit off the shield. It's a, like an instinctive quick pull in front of you. It strikes the shield, and you feel an intense vibration, like, reverberate through your arm, through your core, and, like, it holds there. Like, she is trying to literally overwhelm you with pressure. Make a strength save.
I'm gonna cut through this or push through it.
A strength save.
Yes.
Coming at him like a can opener.
That is the first high roll all night. That's a
Hell yeah.
22.
Needed to be a 25.
15 on the die plus 7.
With a DC of 21. You feel, again, like, when I'm saying, like, pressure, like, she is actively trying to thrust you backwards by using the momentum of the blade, and you're just like, oh, like, it, like, genuinely, like, you would feel the intensity, even, like, genuinely getting splashed on by the fucking sword of the water as it is continuing to whip around in this revolution of the whirlwind, of the whirlpool. That's my first attack.
Okay.
Just. Okay.
With a 22.
Yep.
I don't think you have any way to improve your AC.
Not
You
immediately.
don't have shield.
Don't do that.
He has a shield.
Don't you fucking.
I'm not looking.
It is as she is pushing, and you're like as steadfast as you possibly can be. That it's not that your shield that fails, it's not that there is anything that you have done wrong. It is just with the immediate swiftness to which she releases, and you have been spending so much effort and energy pushing back that it's the like classic, and you feel a like through. Not saying you're dead, but like just in terms of like where the blade is striking, like it's crossing your frame.
Chris Taco Bob.
Sorry, what?
Chris Taco Bob.
Oh, it's good. Once you Chris pop, you can't Chris pop. Stop.
What?
Once you pop, you can't stop.
16 slashing,
Okay.
11 force, and 4 radiant.
16, 11, 4. Okay. So 31.
Are you?
No, 41.
Are you not resistant to radiant damage?
I don't think so. Hang on, let me find my resistances. I had something else close. Oh, no, I am!
So 2 radiant.
So 13, 29 then. Right? Okay.
Bonus action.
Don't hurt Nesgrim.
With a 32.
Yeah.
God.
What did you roll?
16.
I think that would hit a Tarask, I'm pretty sure.
Or sorry, 29, not 32.
That's-
Still really
Oh,
high.
well, in that case.
Yeah.
You only beat,
With a 45.
you only beat it by 10?
Yeah.
I rolled a 16 with a 45.
It's not that she strikes you again with the blade. It's like a scalpel. Like you have like this quick, awful, eviscerating feeling, and there is this immediate like slow draw of you like going to take in another breath, and relentlessly, it's not that she does anything with her blade. You're loosened your grip, and she shield master kite shield shoves you 10 feet back.
Okay.
Into
No
my
damage.
loving arms.
No damage.
Can we catch him?
No damage. Yeah, you guys can
your
like
hand, not
catch
do it.
him,
Yeah.
but like you guys like feel the weight of like a suddenly heavily yeeted backwards Nesgrim crash into the four of
I
you,
gotcha.
holding him upright.
Into my loving arms.
I'm gonna use Indelible Spirit.
Okay,
How much should we say it was? 29, right?
correct.
I'm gonna use 2 hit die.
Okay.
I can use up to 3. So that one's very crooked. Can you?
I can see that from here, yeah. It's still super cocked in the corner.
Yep. That's better. I reduced by 11.
Okay, you take 18. Then it's your turn.
I do not have advantage on this attack roll because I didn't use that part of Indelible Spirit.
Okay.
May I use magic?
Fight with all you have. I will show you no mercy, but the honor of my best.
So you use magic. Okay. We're going back to back second level smites. That's. All right. So on the first one, because the first one matters, because well, it's the first hit, so it doesn't really matter. All right. Ooh. Not nervous? It's gone. I'll find another.
Do you want one?
Yeah. Let's see. Don got me one. Well, this is great news. Neither of them are nat 20s, but it's still great news.
Good news, everyone.
It's a 20 and a 22 to hit.
Neither of them hit. She is in gilded magical plate mail with a gilded magical shield. It is as you are like magic, and she gives you the approval that you feel this surge of confidence, and you crack forward with the first attack, and she just sweeps it aside with a sense of grace. And the second you just are like, no, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, and you're like lower, like under the shield, and just like a graceful twist, and watches as your blade weaves into the water and is just repelled by the water.
She's so cool.
I know Divine Smite doesn't function this way, where it consumes the spell slots.
Yes.
I would like to, in an effort to like,
Sure.
because kill him with the light of the Lord thing.
Yes.
I said I can do some amount of it.
Absolutely.
I would still like to do that. Yeah.
Yes. That makes a lot of sense. And it is as your sword wreathes with holy light that you see as she's flourishing, it like has this beautiful moment of refracting and like sending out like these beautiful rays twisting with the whirlwind. Anything else on your turn?
Yeah, bonus action compel duel. No.
It'd be a very Nesgron thing to do.
You know what?
Hey, I feel like she just did that actually.
Kind of.
She just talked him into it, though.
I know.
Fuck it. I'm gonna cast Sanctuary on myself. That's a bonus action.
Okay. Can you read Sanctuary?
Absolutely. You ward a creature within
The one
range.
where I have to hit someone else if I attempt to hit you.
Until the spell ends, any creature who targets the warded creature with an attack or harmful spell must first succeed on a wisdom save. On a fail, the creature must choose a new target or lose the attack or spell. Not that you have to target somebody else.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I can see that being like an instinctual
Do I get to
move.
cast Burnout on?
No.
Okay.
I can see that being like an instinctual move for you too in a fight. That it's like I'm gonna swing, and then yeah.
Oh boy. As your... What are the components of Sanctuary, DJ?
Verbal, somatic, and a small mirror.
No, obviously you have your holy symbol.
Or my sword, which is
Yeah.
a mirror.
Mirror
Yep.
the finish of the shield.
It is as your gaze suddenly becomes intently focused on, oh my god, like what do I do? Figuring out this spell in the moment, and you go and you would just feel this sudden, and you would see for her, she just quietly, still with her hands moving in unison with this, as though she raises her shield, whips her sword forward. No, my dear.
She
Oath of the
counters.
Watcher has counterspell.
Fair enough.
That's so mean. A paladin? A paladin
Oath of the Watchers.
with counterspell?
Yep, it's literally a paladin oath defined on
get
the
6
idea of
seconds
making
if you
sure
wanna say
nothing
something,
breaches through
You get 6 seconds.
You
to
gave us a
say
puzzle.
something, too.
Paul would be nutting at the table.
I
You're
know.
like, oh my god, a paladin with smites and counterspell? Oh!
Yep, and a baller water sword that literally her combat style is I'm plate mailed and still dance with my blade.
Oh yeah, that's you. Wow,
It's an
that's
Elden
really
Ring
sad
boss.
that he's not here.
I
Actually,
know, right? He
And
like
she looks like
so-
me this down.
so like yeah. I mean, you're not wrong though.
Honestly, me next. Let's go.
But like as a genuine
Megan the
thing,
Watcher.
there's a reason why Tarathel's family sword style
Yeah.
is this. So it's when you get counterspelled that it's like the waters ripple and almost pull the weave of the spell, pop it out of the air. That I presume then it goes to me.
second bonus action.
Action surge. He dipped into fucking fighter.
John, real quick before you,
Kill him.
yeah. For the
I'm gonna pee real quick. I gotta say.
He just runs away. He can't kill me if I'm not in the house.
You can't kill Nestrum if I'm not at the table.
for the
Maze rules.
Maze rules. John's stuck in the tavern now.
Yes, Sarah.
for the features,
Uh-huh.
do they count as like magic, like casting magic, or
They are special, unique things.
so if I were to say use a bonus action to choose an ally I can see within 30 feet of me and spend a number of druid hit dice up to my proficiency bonus to grant temporary hit points,
Uh-huh.
that would not
That would not be a casting of a spell.
would she know?
I cannot
would I
answer that
think
question.
she would
Sarah.
know?
Would Retora think that she would know?
I don't know. That's what I'd like to
So
know.
there is precedent for this, because in the training fights with Arthur and Wembley, we were lined up around the
This is the
outside of the
same-
ring,
I know.
and we were still able to use our stuff in the fight. I don't know if they knew or not.
Did they straight up say this is going to be like
It's
An
an
honorable
honorable
fight.
one-on-one duel.
yeah,
Listen, you do what you think. If your question is, do I think she would know? The only thing I will say,
Like I've as Sarah,
You need
I've
more than
never
I do.
seen this happen. I've never felt this happen. Like
Oh.
I've as much as I would like to say, I've experienced all these things as
yes, I
Victoria.
understand. When flavoring some of the things, did not give them components. I gave them, you guys can use words or actions that you think are befitting what the feature is for you guys. The only thing I will say as the DM, because again, I respect the idea of like the player is clearly not in the shoes of the character, is that these are feats of ascension.
Well, it's a good thing I used mine in the fight then, huh?
And I do not know if that changes your decision. What would you like to do, Sarah?
It's so tough because it's either like a really good idea or a really bad one.
Yeah,
Depending
was
on
saying-
what her opinion on
So
it
was
is.
saying I'm a descendant of the Christox.
it's like high risk, high reward. Yeah.
So was saying I'm a descendant of the
I
Christox.
mean, I know what I'm doing.
Don's gonna set her on fire.
And Don's like, if he goes down, I'm going with
So
him.
like when like
Don't
my
do that, please.
companions
think I know
have
what you're
used
gonna
some of
do.
these like feats of ascension
Yeah.
and stuff, have their like eyes glowed?
There
or-
have been some noticeable visual things.
Then I
that
will
they-
not.
It's instinctual.
All right.
Then I will not. I'm
Okay.
gonna choose.
It's an instinctual.
Yeah.
I'm gonna choose not to. Sorry, Nesgrim.
All right, what were you debating on? I was peeing.
Trying to give you temporary hit points,
Oh, thank you.
but I'm not doing it. So
I appreciate the sentiment.
I'm scared. I don't want her to immediately
Well-
be like.
If I'm still not bloody yet, so I'm okay for now.
Okay.
I can probably take like 2 more hits of that level and be okay.
It is as you have attempted to cast that she pops it out of the air, and then you see she
leans back, retracts her shield, and holds her sword to the side, and beckons you in her direction.
As if to make another.
I end my turn.
She literally went.
All right. We're starting with the first attack's going to be a second level smite. The second attack's going to be
Did
first.
she just riposte him?
Is she holding her action?
Oh, yeah, I don't. Nesgrim.
We don't know.
Nesgrim wouldn't know. Nesgrim.
This could be a.
Nesgrim.
She
sees
did.
her
She held her
back.
action.
Yeah, Nesgrim just goes like this, and she goes, ah!
Again, I'm not saying what I wrote down. Stab.
Sweep the leg.
Or just with a heart next to it.
Hang on.
Motherfucker.
Every turn like it's my last, right?
Yeah,
Don't.
genuinely.
That'll burn my second spell slot, though. Fuck it, it's worth it. Maybe it's not. No, it's not. It's not worth it. The +1's not enough to justify it. All right, yeah. So first attack's going to be a second level smite.
You make your attack with disadvantage. All she did was take the dodge action.
Oh,
Disadvantage.
we've never done that before.
I know! This is exactly the help situation of the monk fight all over again. There are basic things we never do.
Smite.
Smite!
11. So no.
No. It is as you...
I am burning that spell slot. Still.
How would you attempt to attack her? Knowing that she is genuinely, like, leaned back, postured sword, like, intercepting the majority of the front of her form. She's got, like, a sideways angle to you. How would Nesgrim think to attack? Obviously, it's still gonna fail, but, like, it matters just for the cinematography of things.
If I only provoke an opportunity attack if I leave her space, I would, and it would burn all of my movement probably to do this. I would try to roll around her.
Okay.
Like, jump to the side and then roll around her and stab
Absolutely.
to work back.
And, like, it's not a movement you guys have ever seen Nesgrim do. And I think that that's the justification for being, like, not clumsy, but slow.
Clunky.
Like, clunky, absolutely. And it's, for you guys, you would see that there's almost the smile of a mentor watching as, like, Nesgrim, like,
It's literally a child sparring with an adult. Yeah.
yeah, and like you thrust and she just whacks the sword down, and like your blade hits the ground with some real force, and it's a special dodge action because it's effectively the Cavalier style from the fighter stuff. You missed. Swing!
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna hold on to Ethereal Force.
It's a bad time.
Yeah.
It's a really bad time. Why did I roll so well? It's 28 slashing.
Of non-deadly damage.
9 force, and then 2 radiant. I halved it for you.
Cool. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
So that's 39, 41 total.
Yep. And it's like a ringing sensation of like that you hear 2 like intense ping sounds as like the whipping, swirling water is what makes contact with the blade and just thrusts it down. You hear the crashing of his sword point hit the stone floor, and it's a gush of blood out from Nesgrim's form as she diagonally slices up him.
I have 1 hit die left for Indelible Spirit, and I'm gonna use it.
Absolutely.
I mitigate 6,
Okay.
and I still have a second attack.
Yes, you do.
Still with disadvantage?
Only the first.
Only the first was at disadvantage.
Yep.
So this
That's
was
the
not.
trade-off for the function of the defensive posture.
Smite again.
Uh-huh.
I don't think it's gonna hit. 22.
Yeah, no. Nope. It's like your sword hits the ground, you feel this sudden, extreme, stinging pain as there is a harsh laceration across your chest from her diagonal slice. And you're like, I've got to get one. And it's like a lunge of agonizing pain. And she, bottom of, again, kite shield is angled down. It's as your blade is coming in that she just point of shield down, draws you with it, your blade going low to the ground. Did you do anything else on your turn?
I don't really have any bonus actions here that are really useful. And I just burnt my spell slots for second level.
You can speak.
Mechanic question.
Yeah, absolutely.
If my car breaks down.
What's oil?
I made the first attack, missed.
Correct.
She used her reaction or
do not
held
know that.
action?
Like, I'm not going to tell you.
Yeah, I know. All right, bonus action, I'll cast Sanctuary on myself.
You cast Sanctuary on yourself.
Does she fucking counterspell it again?
No.
Yes.
She'll succeed on the wisdom save, but it's a hindrance. And that'll be, yeah, after that, that's the end of my turn.
Okay. I would say that it is your blade is like down and you pull yourself up and you... Please save me. whatever words are used to cast Sanctuary. She would...
I would, as I did, I would say my life for all.
Mm-hmm.
And that'd be how I cast Sanctuary on myself.
Absolutely. I would say that she then twists away from you, not leaving your space, but twists to where you are at an angle, and she would look out at all of you. You guys would see her eyes begin to glow with an ethereal gold hue to it, almost overtaking her iris. And she would look out at all of you. None enter the domain of Terminus. You would see her eyes glow, and she would turn back towards Nesgrim, and it looks like something is happening to her.
But didn't he?
Didn't I what?
Didn't you enter didn't you enter Terminus when you went into the fountain? Like, I'm trying to remember that. Like, what happened with the fountain?
The fountain in Imperia?
Yes, you went into a space.
Zariel was in something that was a bastardization of it, and it's why she is on the map. So you are not wrong that he went into something very similar.
Okay, so that's not Terminus. What about the dark place that he went
Laugh?
into? Yeah, Laugh's Lair.
Laugh's lair is in the Shadowfell. Laugh's not imprisoned.
Okay, okay.
Oh no.
Yeah. His soul is just kind of
That's a separate
wiggling
problem.
all wild out here.
Probably. Maybe it's very related. Who
Not
knows?
wild waggling.
She turns, and again, it looks like the intensity of her glow suddenly expands, enveloping a 5-foot space around her, awashing you with a golden light. That is my turn. That's my action, to do the thing that I did.
Just that now. Okay.
Yes. You still have Sanctuary up
Sure do.
until you attack me.
Correct. That is right, yeah.
Use it to your advantage.
Yeah.
Believe. You do what you think is right.
Do attacks have to hit for that to fall off, or just...
Sanctuary, I believe it's as soon as he declares an attack against it, or somebody else does. But he has the spell up. Not high.
Oh, not me. She cast the Sanctuary on herself. It's like, we'll
Now we
stalemate
both-
this shit.
No, it definitely looks like something bad's happening because she's glowing gold a lot.
But pretty.
Oh yeah, gorgeous. And like
Glowing
again,
like an
the
angel.
gold is almost weaving through the waters.
She's so pretty.
Yeah, oh yeah. Again, this is something like I feel like Sarah will have a great time drawing this character.
Don't kill Nesgrim.
I like you. I don't want you to hurt my friends.
I'm going to use my action to activate Radiant Soul.
Okay. Can you read?
Yep, that's my awesome art thing.
Yep.
Once per long rest, you transform, gaining glimmering eyes into incorporeal wings for 1 minute or until you end it as a bonus action. You have flying speed.
Yep.
And I deal an additional 7 in radiant damage to anyone I hit.
Okay. You glowingly produce these ethereal wings. Beautiful sight.
That's my whole action.
Dancing in the sunshine.
I still have Sanctuary up, though.
I know. Again, the mind games of chess are a blast. I would say that it is as she then turns to be meeting your gaze that she watches your wings erupt. In a different life, I would have shared a battlefield with you, Nesgrim. And it would have been an honor to do so.
You still can.
Could be this one.
You still can.
It could be this one, but if not, I can think of no one's hand I'd rather die by.
She takes, not like a large step back, but she again leans back, but does not hold her shield aloft. Instead holds the blade high, and you watch as it whips around and spins above her. And she is going to whip in your direction with it. I make a wisdom saving throw. A thing that now that I have activated the Wheel of the Watcher, I make with advantage. And I rolled 2 19s. Which
I was hoping for 2 natural ones.
Worth a shot.
You're not wrong. I've succeeded on the save. Now I roll for the actual attack.
Yep.
17 on the die.
That'll certainly hit.
Only a plus one, right?
It's more than likely gonna knock me, but I'll let you roll the damage.
You're damn right you are.
Just shout, I'm down, as he begins to speak.
17 slashing.
Okay.
4 force. And 3 radiant. That is halved.
Okay. 17. Yeah, I'm definitely down. It's not enough to outright kill me because we don't use overkill.
Correct.
I'm gonna use that part of Indelible Spirit and instead go to 1.
Absolutely.
And yep, and that'll.
It is as she unleashes this torrent of force that you're just like, whatever I can block this with, and you get like both things up, but it is a wide attack. Even if you're in the way of the actual blade itself with your shield or your sword, it is an overwhelming wrath that just pours over it, awash with, honestly, it's designed to feel like you're getting fucking
Waterboarded?
not waterboarded, but fucking like a pressure washer. Like again, literally.
That hurts. That
So,
shit hurts.
so again, all the things are supposed to make sense. Diamond is cut by water,
Yeah.
and it is with that awash through. I would say it slices through the kite shield. Please make a con save to see if you lose your hand.
24.
With a DC of 21, I would say once again that it's a like you feel it's no, it's a like you feel it sever to the fucking bone, but only one of the two. So it's a like, oh my god, like kite shield just clatters to the ground. Sword, I would also say, out of your hand, and it's like a falling over in front of you all, hobbled, pouring blooded Nesgrim, hand like to the side, like genuinely again, loose hanging from being severed to the midpoint, just is
literally rocking back and forth at 1 hit point in front of her.
Your wings are still out?
Mm-hmm.
And that's my first attack.
Yep.
Like an angel.
She might miss.
She might. She won't.
She will.
Please.
Silvery bars. Silvery bars.
As because it's gonna hit and kill me because I have 1 hit point. As I'm standing there,
Yeah.
waiting for this final strike to come down, I would say,
Blood spewing from your mouth. A rough cough.
I've faced plague-born orcs, Laugh himself, and the sins of my ancestors to bring me here to be blessed by Olriet, the beautiful watcher, and I cannot think of a better way to go than dying to save all of my friends and everyone who couldn't protect themselves.
A just life. Your story will be told. And you watch as she sees this hobbling, like,
Basically dead man.
basically, yeah, like literally dying man, and she puts one arm around your back and draws you in. And I will ask everybody but DJ to leave for a moment.
Oh no. I already got sweaty pits. Oh, thanks.
It's a little bit less.
A little bit's a little bit.
Thank you for playing. And thank you for handling Nesgrim in the way that Nesgrim should be handled.
Of course.
You would feel that intensity as the water just rushes over. And there is a moment amidst all the blinding pain of every strike and every slash, and you would feel that as the water contacts your body, you are restored to full hit points. One of the boons of the Gilded Guardian. The value that you are one with your blade. Now, I asked them to leave because this is a thing that she is whispering to you as she, like, holds you adjacent to her. A weapon is a tool for death. But so true can it be a tool for life. I would say that you would feel...
They'll be right back.
Yeah, that's fine. You would feel that rush as the water caresses over your body, almost enveloping you with warmth. Welcome back.
Hey.
We'll take a brief moment to, hang out.
We're gonna take a brief moment to just
That's what we were doing out there.
Just for an ether clarifier,
Yeah.
if I feel him die,
Uh-huh.
the wings are out.
Uh-huh. Oh, I know.
It just as a clarifier
Yeah.
of I am firing it off
Yeah.
if it happens,
If you get a chance to.
if I get a chance to.
If I pull him into a pocket dimension and I've thusly stabbed him in the dark, can't see him.
Well,
There's nowhere to go.
That's fair.
How are you, Sarah?
But if I can,
Yeah, absolutely. No, I know the contingencies.
I haven't like stress sweat in a while since I've started my anxiety medication, and
I'm very sorry.
I'm actively stress sweating. I worked out today too, so like it's
Hell yeah.
Right? Already tired. Thank you.
of course.
And it's been a hell of a ride, Don.
It's 5 years and 2 months.
Yeah. Right? 5 years ago was initially pitching Nesgrim as a concept. And
Yep.
here we are.
I remember pitching I say it all the time. I remember pitching that script to John, and John went, "If you want to be a murderer, I'll treat you like a murderer." And I went, "All right, maybe not that then."
I don't think I want to sign up for
And that was before I even knew.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yup. That was long before the real depth of the shit that we've been through happens. It's gonna be a good time, Don.
Are they just outside vaping?
They had stepped out too, I think. I'm not sure.
No, they're probably vaping. I can go grab them real quick if you want.
If you want a second to get some air, it's okay.
So I
if
can
we-
also vape.
Yeah, it's okay if we linger for a moment. This way, again, it maintains the paranoia for our other players.
The currently the brand mid-show podcast is unavailable.
I know, right? We've lost our brand.
My brand.
I don't have a podcasting character. Maybe Kyria would have done it, but
Honestly, yeah. I
Yeah.
feel like out of all the characters that you played, it would have been her.
Yeah,
I
but-
feel like Zafira would have been a constant guest star.
yeah, for sure.
Hello.
She would have
Hello, welcome back.
she would have inserted herself.
Yeah. She would have thought of herself as a co-host, even though that was not her title.
Yep.
I'm
That
gonna
hurts.
play
That hurts
maze
a little
rules, and
bit.
you can't
I
give us
know.
bad news.
Huh?
You can't give us bad news.
Oh
Maze
yeah,
rules.
he's
Yeah,
gone.
maze rules.
Well, so you guys would have seen. He's not actually just vaping. He's getting
Yeah,
skis.
yeah.
Nah, I'm kidding.
Nesgrim walks over and is like, 1 second. He's huffing a brazier. No, fuck you walking outside when we walked in.
You all would see a battered, beaten, grievously wounded Nesgrim standing, kind of swaying, blood spewing out the sides of him as he is speaking loftily. And you guys from behind would see her reach and do the classic, like, drive through to just literally run you out the back. And, well, you guys would see Nesgrim just take a brief moment as he gasps out. You guys would see Nesgrim also then be enveloped around the midsection by this water. And after a few seconds, you would see the water rescind and retract, returning once more to the blade of Olriet. And you would see Nesgrim standing, unharmed.
George's gonna fall on the floor.
Like, not bloodied.
Not bloodied. Hand healed.
We cut it off anyway.
I like you better like that.
This is for scaring us.
It's a hated trope in books, but I let out the breath I didn't know was holding. Just
DJ let out the breath he didn't know he was holding.
And she stands still, staring at you.
Thank you.
To be willing to die is one thing. It is another to be willing to live. Do not so quickly throw away what you possess. And she would hold out her sword.
Clang, 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 clang.
slips out of his hands because his hands are so greasy. Just oh god.
So clammy.
If I give, I would say my only life, but that's not inaccurate. If I give my life protecting those who can't protect themselves, then to me that is not a waste. I thank you for not killing me, of course. I don't intend to change your mind, but I need to be alive to see this through to the end. And I will not give my life for any purpose other than that. I do not freely give my life. I give it only when the impact of my death is more than one man dying.
And so it is yours to choose, Nesgrim, as your ancestor did, as mine did.
As yours did.
You have been cleansed, Nesgrim Kristock.
Thank you. What is your... do you have a surname?
She would hand you the shield.
Thank you.
Do I what?
Do you have a surname?
Does it matter?
You say your ancestors chose. Are you referring to a different ancestor or the same?
A different ancestor. One who too took an oath. She, after also handing you the shield, would step back and begin to unbuckle her armor.
Whoa.
My watch is done.
Is your watch done? Your stone still stands?
I have been bested in combat, Nesgrim. And the title of Gilded Guardian now belongs to you.
Oh no.
I'm free.
Oh, this is worse. This is worse. You tricked us. It always is. You made us think that this was fine. I know. You made us think it was bad and then that it was fine, and
Now it's
uh-oh.
So good.
It's a different kind of bad.
It's so good.
If that charge results in thousands of lives being saved, it's one I'll be honored to carry.
You shall carry the weight of us all.
Does this make him Nesgrim the Beautiful?
We knew that already.
Nesgrim the Himbo.
I mean, y'all can watch if you want. I would get changed into the.
I am.
the
I put the eye up.
He's got to check to make sure you ain't got no extra holes.
is this real or is he faking it?
It's I put the sunglasses on so they don't know where I'm looking.
Do you look like Felix now?
It was literally him with the fucking ass. Just the impeccable, hard to not touch.
Iris is gonna have a field day.
Oh
Yeah, I
my
would
god.
change into that armor.
Absolutely. You may also on D&D Beyond add Gilded Guardian plate. It will take you time to attune to them, though.
1,000 years.
No, an hour.
Do you get the slots for 3 attunements?
I think you get 3.
You get 3. The
Oh.
goal is pulling the screen back. The goal is that each of you eventually get your 3 set pieces from whatever guardian you choose to, and those are your attunement slots. They're all bonkers strong. He's insane now.
Now?
Well, have you met DJ?
Once I attune to them.
Correct.
In an hour.
Yeah, that's. Who knows when we're gonna have a free hour?
Within the hour, his cheekbones just go a little bit higher, his lips get a little fuller, just
Ooh.
face.
Not now, Ether. I'm mewing.
I love the thought of it being Aether's crawling into bed with him and he's busy.
It's gigging this grim.
With all sense of maturity, though, she has disrobed. Like, she wasn't wearing other things.
She's
like,
naked. She's nude.
Yeah. Again, like,
We've all seen a nude lady before.
Absolutely. Again, attempting to approach things tastefully. This is literally her being like, I have given you. Like,
She's great. Dog man.
she has gifted to you all that she has. Is just what I'm trying to be direct about.
What will you do now then?
Rest.
And she just fades back.
She starts to take the steps back into the waterfall. Yes.
I would kneel again.
Take heed. Ildath beyond. I know quite well. She can give you the answers you require.
Ildath, you said?
Eldath, the Green Lady.
Eldeth.
Dath.
A.
Where is Eldath? Oh, behind that door. That she's stepping out of the way of to allow us into?
Door
The
over here,
door's on
she
this
going
side?
back in the water.
Oh, gotcha.
The boundaries.
Okay.
She said,
Yes.
I gotta get back
Yeah,
in the wall.
yeah. I mean, you effectively have now been the like, we're gonna, I guess, do the thing.
Green Lady. No, she can
Do-
give us the answers.
The Green Lady, goddess of the Grove. By these titles, she remains bound. Power of the name, Nesgrim. I wish you all the safety and courage this journey will require. But for now, I bid you all farewell.
Do you have any words for any of the other heroes if we come across them?
I said my farewells thousands of years ago. We know that love has never faded. None of us would have taken this if we thought it would. She steps back into the water, and as she does, you would see that she rescinds up, growing like ephemeral, into the statue, and the flowing water halts. And still there against the wall is the relief.
This may be an unpopular opinion, but I think we should put the beholder back.
I'm not sure we can get back up there without going through. There may not be an up there anymore.
I don't think the beholder will survive much longer without our help anyway. It was on death's door when we left.
Well, I'm guessing it's my job to make sure that this is safe now. So,
I believe the implication was that we enter Terminus and speak with this Eldath.
Or at least that Nesgrim does. I don't know. Can we all enter? Do you have the answer to that?
I suppose I'll just try. I'll start making my way on over.
Okay,
Making my way down to the wall.
okay, yeah. You make your way over to the door.
Or door, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I said, door.
Is the statue the statue, did she appear out of it, or did she was the statue and became
She was the statue. That's where it's the like.
so the statue is now like the nude form of
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no is she still like in the same position where she would have been holding the sword?
Yep,
and
just
everything?
empty-handed. Well, obviously the one hand still up
Yep.
cupping water is still fine, but yes, there is now no longer the hilt, and there is no longer the kite shield down at her.
I have just a regular longsword in my inventory.
Yes.
I would put that in her hand.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah.
Red herring. Anyone who gets here will be like, that sword means something. And
It's like there's a stone naked lady,
I know. Did that.
metal
It doesn't anymore,
sword,
though.
metal sword,
that
obviously.
sword doesn't. And they'll like, I'm taking the key, so it's not like they're gonna be able to get back in anyway. But still, I'm at that door. I would just turn around and look at everyone and go, I don't know what's gonna happen when I step through here, so try to follow after me. If I don't see, I'll try to find you when I can,
And you start dashing as fast as you can.
and then I
Keep up.
We are all with you, Nesgrim.
step into the door and hope they can follow me.
So it is still like a stone wall.
I do love the idea of you being like, stay close.
Okay, it's just a stone wall. Does it appear as just a stone wall to me still?
Yeah.
Okay.
It still has the elven script on it.
So, we probably have to approach it and say, the green lady, the goddess of the grove.
There's steps to entering terminus.
Draw a circle.
He's
Can I
got
get the papers you have again?
Yeah.
Just so this way,
You had to,
before
like,
we
do the
run
pose and
before we
everything.
run down the list of a billion things that we trial again. Obviously, part of that is still meant to be within, but it's the like. There are helpful context clues that might be beneficial for also getting into the hall in the first place.
Just run at full speed. like
Nine
Harry
and three
Potter,
quarters.
9 3/4.
Yep.
Yeah,
Not
just
If you want to
Politely.
read it,
Yeah,
Make sure
what I'm
your
about
head's
to.
down when you do it.
A willing soul must construct a gate to terminus. Bear a talisman forged of star metal, presumably you now do. The boundary stone can only be destroyed by a sanctified relic. Those within the gate shall be delivered to the soul contained within our. We all got to be in the circle. A boundary stone cannot be remade. The soul within terminus may manifest and accept mortality. A soul stone can only be destroyed by a sanctified weapon of star metal, soul string, or silver bark. Destruction will be dangerous. The banding must contain the true name of the soul within, with the true sigil at the center of the circle. Compose only with blood or ash. Do not break. Beware apotheosis.
So are we destroying the?
Yeah, we open it. We open the door permanent.
Again, that's why
It's
I'm not
permanent.
saying that you're wrong with what you were doing to attempt to open the door. This is just DM John trying to be like, please, please review our context clues.
So
Yeah, because it says dangerous. That's a
Dan-
hot
yeah, yeah.
If we're
phrase.
destroying it.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes, and that's where she's like, hi, like, maybe there's options here. That's all I'm trying to say.
so we want to speak with Eldath,
Yes.
who
But
is
keep the door
presumably through the door.
can you crack the door open just a little bit enough to talk? Hey, green lady, roll the window down.
I believe we need to just not destroy the boundary stone.
Goddess of the Grove. Is this? She might be able to tell us how to get Yaz home. And what happened to the tree.
Possibly.
So are we making the circle with blood or ash?
I think we have ash on hand.
To be fair, we also have blood on hand.
I mean,
you did leave
Does
the blood over
Nesgrim's
there.
blood still splatter all
Yeah,
over the place?
absolutely. My ancestors! Looked good.
That's another red herring, right?
Yeah. My blood all over the place.
Yeah, people show up and they're like, whoa, something went down here.
Do we want to... We do want to open this door, right?
I think we have to.
But
Open,
without breaking the boundary stone is the goal.
destroying.
Yes. She said Eldath may be able to answer some of the questions that we have. That would indicate that. I mean, if she did not believe it possible for us to speak with her, I think she would have just told us to just leave.
Yeah. And also, Eldath's been locked away for however long. Obviously, things have gotten worse since.
Jesus Christ.
So,
Yes.
if this does result in Eldath leaving our safety zone, it might be for the best. As long as we can get her hooked up with someone else to help us with this issue.
Well, the one I would think of is apparently not who we thought she was.
Dawn?
I don't know what.
I don't know, because, Dawn did that whole disappearing act. I don't know if you can hide from death itself, you could probably hide from your friends.
That is the point I attempted to make, but she seemed incredibly offended by that.
Well,
I am not sure if it is Dawn or not, but at this point, our goal is the same, regardless of where the powers and motivation for why I do what I do comes from. The goal to protect all of your souls and the souls of all the others out there does not change.
yeah. So the moment that you start talking about, like having to steal souls and like eat people, I'll keep an eye out for that.
Yes.
I'll be like, I don't think that was Dawn, guys. Aether's kind of losing his mind. He's like, you guys ever try eating paint? It's crazy.
In that way, Nezgrim and I are very similar.
You eat paint?
No. He guards the living. I guard the dead.
Suppose so.
Two faces of a coin.
We got a lot of coins here then. Or it's just like one big one. It's got a bunch of sides on it. I don't think that's a coin though.
No.
Aether, that's stupid.
Why would you say that?
Where does
A
that leave me?
multi-sided coin? Come on, man.
Somewhere in between.
Somewhere in between.
I guess that's where we're going.
Like an
Aether, I guess draw it up.
I thought that was Chell. I was like, what the fuck?
Thought you said the other name.
Yeah, I will,
Aether, Google how to open door.
Oh, you didn't even flirt with it.
I know.
Holy shit.
everybody, pile in here. We need to draw a
Just
circle
draw from
first.
it.
Yeah.
Does attunement need to be active, or can it be like I need to like actively?
It's
sit
an
down?
hour sitting with and studying and familiarizing yourself with the thing.
We should wait an hour.
You should wait 3 hours because he has 3 things.
We should
that
wait
we
You have
need
to
3
choose.
hours.
Oh, each one individual.
We should take 3 hours, and you should do that.
I mean,
before.
perhaps
We
we
can-
can rest if we need.
We
Yeah,
can
you can take a short rest if you
we
What
can
about
rest
our
before we
companions?
go in.
We
Just
left
like-
them just above. Can you reach out to them?
I can try.
Unless there's a big anti-magic
If
bubble.
not, I still have my wings up. I'll just fucking fly up until. I don't think I have my wings up until.
Oh, dude, no, you would get to the top of the fucking shaft
so-
and then fall back down because you're in the anti-magic zone.
Well, it's not magic.
Very Icarus of you.
You flew too close to the beholder.
If we do want to take a short rest, I would be okay with that.
So, Glenn, the thing, this is what I've been looking for, because I was like, I know what you were talking about. Kabael, Kristock, when he imprisons his daughter. Their house sigil is the falling star. That's his house sigil.
It looks too much like
The
mine.
line of him is, she of my line lay entombed beneath, only one of my blood may cleanse the stains on her heart, and hands to atone for her grievous sin of malice, that her soul may yet find eternal rest. Beware ye who seek passage to Terminus. The surviving Empyreans willingly gave their lives here to consecrate these grounds, that she who rests within not rise to again sunder all in her wake in pursuit of hateful justice, or hateful vengeance. Do not squander our sacrifice. The rite of sanctification may yet save her. Should she refuse to yield, the soul stone is what houses immortality. So she is like in one effectively not made by Radgar. So that's where I'm like,
She's
terminus.
in A terminus, but it's
Yes.
like it's terminus B as opposed to terminus A zone.
Well, it's the like, she's the only one, she wasn't meant to be imprisoned.
Yeah.
He did that on his own to possibly buy salvation for his daughter in the future. That's why when you ask, it's like, fuck, like, it is the same thing, but it's not.
And I remembered, like, he went and touched the statue
Correct.
and then was petrified, but while he was petrified, he
was
projected
interacting
somewhere.
with her.
Yes.
Correct. Yeah, that's where it's like, it's meant to be something super similar.
Yeah. So it was like when she said, like, you're not fit to enter Terminus, or no one can enter Terminus.
Yeah.
It's like, as she's getting ready to deal the death blow, part of my brain was like, should we fucking say that he
her.
did?
Yeah.
Because he did.
Because then maybe she'd be like, whoa, hold on. Wait, you went to Terminus and came out alive. Like,
Yeah, no, I don't disagree. That's why it's like I want to make sure that I find like where I had the fucking. But again, this is April of 2022.
yeah. Fucking Christ.
Like, yeah, dude, like, this is where I'm like, I remember these things. It's been over 2 years since we were in Imperial.
Not smart enough for this. My
Again,
brain.
it's a very dense campaign. I do understand. That's why I'm like I want to try to be helpful when I can, and when I feel like it's not just overstepping you guys.
Yeah, I think Ether should put on some soup and we can take a sit for a second.
I'm down to take a short rest and do some attunement.
I'm gonna wait
The other
for...
two should have already been in your inventory. Did you find the third one for the plate mail? Cool.
I'll wait about 45 minutes. I'll wait 30 minutes before I call upstairs in case Iris calls me. I can have her three-way conference us in. It is difficult to have a conversation back and forth without...
Ring ring.
Oh, hello?
Hello, Ether.
Hello?
Clink.
Do I recognize the voice?
Make a history check.
It's Iris.
Adrian! No!
Oh, 7.
I think. You think. Ring ring.
Hello?
Hi, Ethan.
Hello, Iris. Did you just call me a moment ago?
No.
All right.
Did someone else call you?
Yes. With a weird whispery voice that I feel like is familiar.
You picked up that call? Oh God. Okay.
Yes, were you trying to call someone else?
Yeah. Sorry. We do a.
She called someone else and said,
Running a sex phone?
Whoa! Whoa! Judgy.
Not judging. Just,
she called someone else, though, and
impressed,
said
really.
Ether.
She did.
She wasn't expecting you to pick up.
Oh, she's already written the book about Felix and I, and it's already out.
No, she doesn't know about Felix tonight.
You're not wrong.
Don't tell her,
I
actually.
was just trying to get into the headspace. Sorry.
No, that is fine.
Was that a good impression of Felix, though? I was trying to capture his sultry voice.
I felt like it was more along the lines of my voice, closer to mine and less Felix.
Oh, all right, okay. Thank you. It's helpful feedback.
Of course.
I'm trying to do this new thing, like an audio medium. Thinking of calling it Read Book.
I
But
think
like, here? Maybe Hear Book. No, then people will get confused. Here as a homonym. People will
about
think the book is already here, but it's not.
what about spell book? No, that is already.
Yeah, I use that already for my spells, Ether.
Yes.
Fucking idiot.
I'm a wizard. I'm sorry.
You guys just hear, I'm not a wizard, I'm sorry.
I'm a cleric.
What?
Holy magic.
Oh, all right. Fucking stupid.
Could you conference in Sabrina and Catherine?
I mean, I can call them after you tell me what message you want.
Can you tell them that we have sunk down about 60 feet into
What?
a chamber
All right.
beneath the crypt,
Oh, good. These are all great words, Ether.
and I am not certain yet where we will come up if we try to return.
Great.
And I want to know if they can see anything. If they need to just, like, kick the beholder.
What?
There's a beholder that's dying upstairs. It may already be dead.
What?
It was like a deflated, bouncy toy when we were upstairs.
Oh, a toy.
So there's a balloon?
It's kind of a deflated balloon.
All right. So I'll tell the two vampires if they need to kick the balloon, they can.
Yes, to get by, to be able to see.
Yeah.
But if not, perhaps try a mirror over the edge to see if they can see anything.
All right.
I would not recommend they kick the beholder down here.
Yes, probably not kick the beholder, but just...
Ring, ring.
Yes, hello,
The
Iris.
kicking went bad.
You'll be hearing some noise in 3, 2.
Oh! I'm being kicked. He now speaks Orcish.
There's guts everywhere!
The kicking might be bad.
It turns out when you tell a monk to kick something, it hurts a lot. I think they said it's dead. It literally had 5 levels. It had literally maximum levels of exhaustion and like 5 hit points.
It
Kick.
is in peace now. Then
He said no die! He said no die with his dying breath!
Yeah, but he wanted to be down here, which
yes,
is worse.
I was.
That's a problem.
If we went back up, I was planning on.
Well, Catherine's leveled up a lot because she gets the soul of experience for it.
She killed the beholder.
She's going to be older by herself.
Hey, we operate as a
It's
party.
like
We operate as a party, John.
1,000 experience together. All right.
Did you know Catherine levels on experience?
Yeah.
She killed the beholder. I told them if they need to kick it, she kicked it and died immediately.
Yeah, monk unarmed strike. It still works for feet.
If
She
you're-
throws a fucking
If you're
D8 and has 2
completely
hit points.
unrelated, we need
It's
to find a
dead.
cave full of goblins.
Just leveled up by killing the
Just like a goblin village. Just like a ton of them.
Felix would have loved
Yeah.
that. Can they see anything
A dead beholder.
past the beholder?
Walls of stone.
Okay.
Is there anything through the archway?
Tell them to be
I
careful.
think
There's a big hole.
there's no longer a hole or an archway, just walls of stone. We've just
Well,
Yeah.
so sorry, Ether. Again, there is an archway, but all they see is stone.
rock on the. There's
Yes.
nothing.
The
there's
door
no
that
room.
was-
No door, no room.
Is there a hole?
Yes, there is a hole.
There's a hole.
So, like, it's a obviously if the space is now not occupied, they're not just going to step out into nothingness.
No.
But it's like,
Unless they're penitent.
but it's like all they're seeing now is the absence of where you guys
Yeah, absolutely.
were.
That's
so
why I
it's
was-
just stone.
Yeah.
Not that there's not like a fucking hole that. Yeah, they could jump 60 feet if you want them
No,
to.
I just
but,
want
like,
them to look down.
I mean,
Yeah, yeah,
Catherine's
see,
just
anything.
fucking crazy.
Gotcha.
She just leveled up. She could probably handle it.
Like, do they see us down here?
No, they would see the top of the fucking area you guys are in. So again, they would still just see stone.
Okay.
Oh, is there ceiling above us?
So the whole
Oh yeah, there's been a ceiling above you guys the whole
I
time.
wasn't
you guys
sure
were
if
in.
I
we
thought
sunk-
the
Yeah,
floor
and
sunk.
I
I
didn't
didn't
know-
realize
yeah.
that the ceiling came with
Down
it.
with you,
Oh.
yeah.
That's where the
That's what.
confusion.
That's what the confusion.
Oh,
is.
I
I thought there was
this.
space above us. And I was like, oh, we can just like.
That's why we were
shoot-
talking about doing the like. I was like, oh, I have my wings. I can fly up, or we have
Yeah,
gas.
no,
we can
I'm
fly.
very
Gotcha,
sorry about
okay.
that.
No,
that's
no,
on
no,
me.
all
no,
good.
no, that was why I was like, it like
Yeah,
disjoints
it-
and then all
Gotcha.
goes down.
Like an elevator.
I think
Gotcha.
I was picturing like in like a spy movie where they go into a room, push a button, and the floor goes down, but the
Yeah.
ceiling stays. That's what was
Yeah,
in
No,
my
it's
Gotcha.
like
head.
now
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
like
yeah.
a fucking 100-foot ceiling.
Yeah, that was what I
okay.
envisioned.
Gotcha.
Okay, that makes sense. The whole room literally went down.
Correct.
Okay, makes sense.
Okay, so they're stuck.
They are
That,
stuck
that's
up there
why I
for
would
right
have
now.
been like, no, like when you guys go to where you were, like it's just stone all the way up, and there's
Yeah,
not like
there
a
isn't
gap.
an out. Yes. Okay. I guess have them just go back upstairs and
Safely.
safely wait, and we will try to get out of here and return to them.
I gave,
Right?
I gave him, like,
Should
a
they
defensive
eat
position.
the beholder?
It's
Sabrina was asking.
dead, isn't it?
She was saying she's very hungry.
Oh, we didn't leave any blood for them.
I would probably not advise
Well,
that.
it had blood.
Had?
It doesn't. She already did it. I'm mostly asking for forgiveness.
Yeah.
It's like standard vampire rules. You drink dead blood.
Shouldn't
it'll
she
kill you.
still have like her Nesgrim snack pack?
did it in Baldur's Gate and got poisoned.
Just like the horses, we leave all the blood's gone, all the oats are gone.
Yeah.
You ate all the usage.
I'm not familiar enough with that creature to know if that is a problem or not.
All right.
But I imagine she is familiar enough with blood to know if it is a problem
I'll
or
ask
not
her for
by,
feedback.
by a taste.
It's not feedback. Did you say feedbag?
Could you perhaps in 2 hours' time call back?
Sure.
Just-
Do you need something?
Sorry, in 6 hours' time.
All right.
We're going to sit here for 3 hours.
Okay.
Let them know that we may be a couple of hours.
All right.
More than a couple of
More than a
hours.
couple.
Certainly.
Call them and see if we are returned yet.
Yes.
And if we have not, please call back so that way I can at least attempt to communicate with them a way to find us.
Will do, Ether.
Thank you, Iris.
You're welcome.
I've thought of a name.
For the book?
Yeah, oh, yes.
What is the name?
I didn't say I was going to tell you. I'm just very proud. I thought of a good name.
Audible.
All right. I would love to hear it
B-U-L-F.
if you feel like sharing, but if not, I understand.
Little green in the grave.
That is very good.
Thank you.
I do like that.
Click.
Oh, Iris doesn't know that Felix is dead.
No.
We
Nope,
probably should.
you're right.
Yep, she has no idea.
But she knows that he existed. That's important.
That is
Lock it
true.
in. Canon.
That he existed.
Yeah, because the Night Mother doesn't. Felix is gone, and that was not questioned whatsoever.
But why though? Is it because she knows? It's not that she forgot him.
Laverna knew.
We think Laverna knew.
No.
She did know.
No, Laverna was giving us hints about stuff, and like
We were interpreting hints that Laverna knew.
No,
It was very
She was
obvious
very
hints.
upfront about the fact that she knew.
she was sending me signals, man.
I don't remember what exactly she said,
like-
but it was clear at the time.
She
that it
talked
was
about the center of the maze.
the center of the main. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That was what you guys were using to infer.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Felix and I previously
Kissed.
kissed. When
I knew it.
when he would talk about.
Oh, we didn't tell her about Buff Felix either.
I do not think now is the time.
That's what I'm
No.
saying. Like, she doesn't.
No, Felix and I had previously spoken about, with all of this that we have seen with time and space and magic that seems to affect it, that perhaps there is some other timeline or other place out there that might exist. And I was worried that when Felix did what he did and we went backwards and other people remembered, but the Night Mother did not, that we may have shifted to one that Felix may have not existed at all. But Iris knows. So I think that strikes that out. The Night Mother is a near god, and if she does not know that Felix existed, that is certainly something to be questioned.
He was here.
Yes, his spirit was, but his physical form, his belongings were left, but nothing was left of his body. And his belongings were back where they were at the time that we were. It is all just odd.
None of this is anything less than odd.
No.
Just broadly gesture.
Broadly gestures, and Nesgrim's just staring at shit.
I was gonna say all of the crypts are still here. Yeah.
No. No. No grave robbing.
Boss, the king will be very offended.
The king is right
We
here.
need gems.
Actually, are there any diamonds down here?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We need gems.
We've had some close calls
We came for
recently.
Tomb Jade, and I think we found Tomb Jade, didn't we?
Diamonds
Yeah, we got a
would be
decent
helpful.
amount of time jade.
King.
Mr. King, Dr. King,
Yes.
if you would not mind, if there are diamonds within any of these tombs, might we partake in them for resurrection spells in the future, perhaps?
You mean pilfer the tombs of my ancestors?
Yes.
In order to keep our...
Yeah, fuck them.
In order to
As far
keep...
as I'm concerned, you need sell me no more on Ether. They're all dead and buried. They've been down here thousands of years, some of them.
Alright.
What's the point of keeping them in tombs if we can't eventually use the thing in the tombs?
Thank you.
Just a couple.
Crack them all open.
Go to town. Why not?
Especially my bastard of a father.
That would
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't want to be down here with
I'm
all these.
curious.
That'll be the
What's
thought.
next?
I will fucking kick that one
Yeah, I'm
open.
curious
The
to see
first
what's in
fucking
there.
one, because I know his body's not in it.
It's empty. See you next week.
No, I mean, you guys can absolutely kick through them all.
Yeah, we'll start
Respectfully.
We'll start with Mirrodine, and I will
Yeah, fuck that guy.
respectfully
Except him.
open them the way that we do. But like, if he just says, "Yeah, fuck my dad," it's like, all right, well, we'll start with him.
Is that an instruction?
Oh, command.
Therapy's not working. I
tune
need
in.
to fight my father. What kind of
So-
tune?
Diamonds, just, or shit in general.
I'm specifically looking for diamonds. If there are Any of the other gemstones that we might use in the ritual?
Yeah, that was.
That's the only other, like the crushed agates and all the other
chrysoberyl and stuff.
Yeah, the like amber and some of the other stuff. I would be looking for that. Also, if there's anything that's just like
Neat.
that's weird.
Books,
Yeah,
notes,
Snacks.
anything that like
bones.
maybe should have
Jerky.
disintegrated by now that hasn't because of the preservation.
Okay.
Weird shit.
Does the gentle repose spell only worked on the
We need
actual
to have
bodies and the graves,
like
right?
in terms of like components and stuff.
Yeah, that's why I'm curious if there's
Yes.
like
Like it wouldn't have
Like
their like clothing still would have been
These are cantrips.
looking older than looking as old as it is, and
yeah, I'm just like because the paper's
these are
not been
fourth
like
levels.
oxidized
Yeah.
because it's
Yeah.
been sealed. There might be something that's still hanging around.
so no snacks.
In the tombs.
Like, am I losing?
Verbal.
Verbal and somatic.
Okay. There's
So
tomb
you're looking for
snacks.
anything with an M would have material component.
Like squeeze
Since
snacks.
I'm only asking because, like, if we're sitting here for 3 fucking hours, there's no
Yeah.
point in checks.
Yeah, sure. That
That's
makes
why I'm
sense.
like, I just need to know, like, the actual list of what the fuck you're looking for. Gems.
Yeah, gems primarily, and then anything weird. Notes, notebooks. I would like search the folds of people's pockets and things to see if there's anything hidden.
This is VSM.
Yeah, I was gonna say mine just had like a straight
Yeah,
piece of metal or
yeah,
like
that's-
iron. Yeah.
Yep. That's what you're looking for.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
One done. In all those two.
I rolled 4d10 and somehow got a 1.
I somehow rolled
Weird.
a gun
Right?
as soon as Felix left.
What's that?
Alright. Roll 2d4. Out of 24 gems, this is the number of 300 GP value equivalent diamonds.
7.
There you go.
That's good.
So that means you have 17 other gems that I'll go over and comprise a list off stream because I
Okay.
don't feel like doing that on stream.
Perfect.
And then you got 7 new delicious diamonds. Rob a bunch of graves. In terms of
Respectfully.
yeah. So
Hey, it's to save the kingdom.
Yeah, I would also say the other thing, other than like the interesting stuff, none of them were supposed to be buried with weapons.
Correct.
If there is one that has a
None of
weapon-
them do.
Okay,
Yeah.
because that would be that's weird.
That'd be
I
notable.
do
Yeah.
have a question too.
Yeah, absolutely. We
still gotta
So
go to the armory.
my
I don't anymore.
I forget what it's called,
Rub
like
it
the sacred thing that I like my thing that I use to do
Holy
the holy symbol.
yeah, your sacrificial knife.
Correct. Is there any holy symbols bear? I don't know if any of these guys gave off like the inclination that they might have been clerics. Any like
Any of them got holy vibes?
That's
Well-
an excellent question.
Any of them got holes?
well, especially with like family line, if there's anything that I feel like I might be able to attune to.
Crypt of the Kings.
Also,
cut off a
those
toe and make
4
a
for
reliquary.
bonded companions.
Ooh,
unsurprisingly.
Really?
Yeah.
Look at this.
You wanna also read to them what your shit does?
Oh yeah, I was gonna wait until we talked about attunement. Y'all ready to hear the things that I got? So
Yes.
the Gilded Guardian Longsword,
Is a
a blade forged of star metal,
Ooh. That's
honed to hew through the flesh of immortals. This blade is meant to lead by example. Friendly creatures moving toward you gain +10 speed.
nice.
When first attuned, choose a number of creatures equal to your charisma mod, which is 4. So 4, convenient. Those bonded companions gain double the effect of your aura of protection. Which
Damn.
means rather than a +4, you get a
+8.
+8
Damn.
saving throws.
God dang.
Oh, Don, it gets better.
I'm
This
sure.
is one item.
I know.
And the first sentence of it.
Yo, this is so scary because if we have this, then like,
Oh yeah.
what do they have?
what do they have?
Yep.
Worse.
The plate mail.
It's gonna be real cool when Arthur steals shit.
The healing of lay on hands is doubled when used on bonded companions. whenever a bonded companion fails a saving throw while benefiting from my aura of protection, I can take half. Or no, I do.
You
take,
do. It's not a choice.
You do take.
You are the Gilded Guardian.
I take half the damage for you.
For what? Say that again.
When a bonded companion fails a saving throw while benefiting from
gotcha.
aura of protection,
So-
I take half the damage.
We could destroy Nesgrim if we all fail a saving throw too close to him.
Yeah.
Correct. That is the role of the Gilded Guardian.
Yeah.
A bonded companion
Tank.
within 5 feet of you may be protected instead of yourself when using Shield Master. That doesn't apply to me.
Yes, it does.
I don't have Shield Master, do I?
The shield gives you Shield Master, DJ.
Oh!
Wait, so what was that?
I don't know. I have to read it again.
Part of the effect is he can protect someone else with Shield Master instead of only being able to protect yourself. Shield Master is when you make a dex save. If you're going to take half damage, you can use your reaction to take none instead.
Damn.
While holding the shield, you're enveloped in 5 feet of golden light that disperses magical darkness up to 8th level. While holding the shield, you and creatures within 10 feet have resistance to damage from spells. Just full stop, you have resistance to damage from spells.
Within
You,
5 feet?
Within 10 feet.
10 feet.
So if you're within my aura of protection, you have resistance to spells.
Wait till we get top side. I'm gonna backhand fucking Laverne and be like, come at me, let's go.
You still can kill me, though.
Fine, I won't backhand
what
her.
are you doing with that old shield, though?
Oh,
It got split in half.
yeah.
Fuck, put it back together.
That was the spell guard shield, too.
Oh yeah, she housed that.
Can
I'm gonna
we
keep it.
All right.
Can we solder it?
Possibly Christian could back at the
Encumbrance.
party.
the party.
Who knows
been
what
so
I need,
long
might
since
need a
we've seen
cracked
them.
shield
I
for.
know. Did you finish reading?
Yeah, that was the last thing for the shield.
Okay.
Not for the plate.
Oh, I did the plate.
I think you just did the sword.
No, I did the sword. The plate was healing of lay on hands is double.
Oh, gotcha.
Gotcha.
Saving throw was
Hell yeah.
you take half damage. Shield master, and when completing a long rest, I can change bonded companions, but I can only pick 4. So.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
What about the companions that we have that are NPCs?
I can only pick 4.
I know. Well, you can pick them if you wish to.
What?
Yeah.
Mirdon's body should not be in there, correct?
Correct.
It's not.
No, it's not.
Is there anything?
I mean, there's like a treasure trove, and there's definitively like a linen nice set for where he would have been laid to rest, but no, there's nothing in there.
His head's not in there?
No.
Where's his head?
Oh, his head is a great mystery indeed.
Where is
And
it?
I know who has it.
It's Arthur.
Arthur!
In his collection.
Was there any holy symptoms? Or holy,
Holy
Symptoms.
symbols?
Holy symptoms.
Holy
And I think I'm coming down with a holy
Yes.
cough.
Kael'din, Echo of the Water, would have a the sigil of the house, the cup with the hands.
It's the Alratham.
Of Ratham.
Right. Oh, she's on this side. So many things.
Interesting.
Oh, no. Sorry, I'm incorrect.
So if I'm reading this right, if I interpose my shield, it adds to the saving throw.
Correct. And because it's a +3 shield, it's +5.
Yeah,
You
it's
can use that for someone else.
it's a +5 AC. So if I move my shield in, you add 5 to your saving throw roll.
Crazy.
That's wild. There were no gods in Oshuamp, and then Nesgrim got that.
That's why I'm like, everybody's got chances, and like there's obviously now we're down to 5 players. Like there's a lot more Dawn heroes. Like they were designed for each class.
Yeah.
We have some overlap, but it's like
Or just got lucky that
fighter,
this was the
cleric,
paladin one.
Like we had said before, the only issue is you guys having double cleric.
Yeah.
I just got lucky that this was the paladin one.
Yep.
Yep.
I would still say Kael'din would have one. It just is not the empty chalice. I would say that his holy symbol is instead a beautiful necklace that's kind of woven in with the draconic heraldry of the signet ring, kind of enveloped in almost like a water basin at the bottom of a waterfall.
Okay.
But it is a necklace.
Like that.
Hey, thank you.
He's got a water necklace.
Tarathel,
Oh, yes, my good Ether.
Is he getting older and older, or does he have a head cold or something?
Well, I mean, he is dying.
I'm dying.
It's the
Yeah,
tomb
but-
mold around here.
My mega knees.
Does that crack your knees?
Yeah. Oh, that hurt a lot. I gotta go.
in one of the rooms in the castle, within a wooden fake potted plant, was your father's hand with the signet ring that we used to open the door when we found you. Would you prefer that I put the hand in its resting place, or I would also offer you the cathartic relief of smashing it to bits?
Or you could shepherd it.
It's not my father's hand.
No?
That's my lost hand.
Oh,
Can I have that back?
yes.
It's gonna cost you.
Neat.
We assumed it was
He
your
just high
father's.
fives.
I mean, how would you not?
I mean, yeah, dude. He's like, well,
Wait,
I mean,
if he-
honestly, how does he high five himself?
Wait, yeah, because how does he
Well,
hold...
he has the dragon fake hand. He has the fucking ice hand. That's where he's like, actually, this is kind of a downgrade. Sentimental though. This way, also, whenever anybody does anything cool, I can give them a hand.
I could perhaps make it into a necklace for you to wear.
That's a big necklace.
It is.
I like that. Could you do me a favor though?
Yes.
You have all this bone accoutrement. Could you
Yes.
strip the flesh and do something neat with
Yes,
it?
absolutely.
Sutrama or some shit.
Yes, of course.
Make it make a cool symbol.
Like this?
Yeah,
For Paul?
that'll get him.
If you're watching? All right.
Thank you.
Of course.
Skeleton.
It's a very strange thing to ask in the middle of the crypt, but I guess it makes sense if you thought it was my father.
Yes, we assumed that it was so.
No, his whole body is
Biker.
again.
Yes, that is right.
He had.
Ands.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'll.
Where did you find my hand again?
Inside of a potted plant.
It was under a tree.
under a fake wooden tree in like the queen's private garden room.
No, it was the Queen's private chapel, I believe, is what it was.
Uh-huh.
Yes, there.
It's very strange.
Incredibly.
Yeah, it was at the base of a tree, but it was like a carved
Yes, it was
tree.
a pot in the center of the room with a wooden wisteria tree, and underneath it was the hand with the signet ring hanging beneath.
Like buried.
Very strange.
Incredibly.
This is probably something we should think about.
There's a lot of things we should probably think about.
I got a lot on my plate, Tartha. Come on.
Can you think of any reason why your hand would be found there?
No, I was in a prison of my own device.
So you're thinking the hand got put there after you were frozen?
Well, if it was in a box that was unfrozen, yes, you needed the signet ring to get into me. Therefore,
I can't remember if we chiseled that open. Or
there
not.
was like the thin layer
Yeah.
of frost.
Yeah, it had some permafrost on it. The thing that was weird was the fact that it was real dirt with a fake tree. And it was like, well, why would they do that? So I was like, let's open this up and dig it up. Found a hand. And it went. And he got us. That's 2 for flinching.
I don't know why it was in Celia's chapel either.
The only thing that I can think of is that if our plan is to cleanse your people and save the kingdom, that you might bury yourself beneath the world tree upon your passing.
Okay. If it does something to help, I'll do anything.
I am not certain, but it is also a wisteria tree. I can't remember if that was a wisteria tree or if it was
The world tree? It is, but instead of it being a singular color, it is a
it's-
rainbow.
it's-
It is a
yeah,
prismatic
okay.
tree.
That's what I thought.
We are close to
Yes.
tree.
Well, kind of.
Possibly.
I mean,
Possibly.
We don't
more so
really-
now, I think we're underground.
Yes.
Double underground.
You're really good at that.
Yes. Done it for a very long time.
It's mesmerizing.
Separate the bones and lay them out.
You should see him play a skull. It's incredible.
You watched him do that?
Yeah, he
Fucking man.
takes the skin off it like that.
I'll get my little pieces of wire and like wire the hands together. so that way the bones stay together.
The talents of people nowadays.
And then I will form the hand into the like cupped water symbol. And I'll wrap bits of rope that I will take small pieces of the like fossilized skin and weave it in with the rope and tie it so that way it hangs like this and make him a necklace.
It's beautiful, Ethan. Thank you.
It is my honor.
Is it also a flute?
Not this one,
No.
no.
No, it's not. Interesting question, though.
Well, he's done that before.
Well, have you
A former friend, he has
also lost a hand?
he passed.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
We were able to bring him back in the same manner that we brought Nesgrim back in
That's
the
great. You're
sacred
glowing
waters.
golden.
Yeah,
So handsome.
thank you.
You're a good king's guard.
Oh,
I feel very safe in your hands.
I've got great news for you.
Yes?
Your Kingsguard got promoted.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
He was,
World Guard.
he was here.
Yes, I was watching. You got stabbed.
Several times, yeah. Yep.
Interesting.
It's not the first time.
Won't be the last.
I hope it's the last.
I hope it's the last time I die, or almost
You
die.
didn't die.
Almost die. But
What are you worried about? We got a bunch of diamonds now.
You know when I said don't die, all the number of times that I've said it, that continues forward in perpetuity.
well, for what it's worth, I've only died 3 times.
That's more than
Only?
most people.
That is more than most people.
It's more than me.
Yeah.
Yet,
It's more than me, which also
Big concern.
I have actually died as well. So
Yeah, like what are you up to now? You got once, right?
Well, we
Twice?
consider
Once.
The flip back would be twice, right?
Oh yeah, I guess it was twice.
Yeah.
once and a half.
Yeah, well, technically that.
And I didn't even know.
happen.
I know.
Okay. Then we don't count it. If you died and then we did a flip back, we don't count it then.
Possibly.
If I was never alive in the first place, did I die?
I don't know, but we should talk about that.
What is life?
I saw you become like a vengeful fucking ghost thing.
Oh yeah, you tried. You.
You stole her body.
I had no control over that, and I apologize for.
Ring, ring.
Yes, hello.
Ether,
Yes,
It's Iris.
Hi, Iris.
the vampire women are doing quite well upstairs.
Wonderful. Thank you, Iris.
They said that there's nothing. They pushed the beholder into that cave. They said it was.
At one point,
Yeah,
we just heard
clunk.
We would have heard it a bit ago, right?
Just now.
It was falling down.
Yep.
Just a wet splash.
It's a balloon, so it was just.
It's just a very. I like to think there's a very slight just.
In another world, Mr. Pigeon used that boulder as a balloon
This is
animal for
death
children.
But they said that they're resting quite well.
Wonderful. Did Sabrina drink the blood of the beholder?
Oh, she said she watched Catherine kick it, and it just kind of. It almost looked more like a large fish dying. And she said that she didn't find it very appetizing.
Could have used it as a beanbag to sleep on.
Damn.
That'd be a good beanbag.
Good. I think that is
Very
probably for the
beholder.
best.
Is there anything else you needed,
Cut his
Ethan?
eye out and use
I did
it
my. This is my check-in call.
for like warning.
Yes, I
magic.
don't believe it has been 6 hours, has it?
Yes.
Well, not 6,
Knock it off.
but I figured I'd let you know
Yes.
that I spoke with the vampire.
Thank you. I just wanted to make sure that there was not a differing in the passage of time down here.
No, it's only been maybe an hour or so.
3
All right.
days.
Perfect. I think we are okay for now. We are waiting.
Have a good one.
You still haven't told her?
No.
She's either going to be very disappointed or.
She's going to be very disappointed.
It seems like an odd thing to just bring up out of context.
I think the longer that you let it wait,
Ring, ring.
the harder it's gonna be.
Yes, hello?
Evie,
Yes.
did you run the title by Felix by chance?
I'm not like super eager to get his feedback on it, but now that I did tell you, it doesn't feel right for you to know and not him.
When we were fighting within the...
Wait, Ether. Is this call safe?
Do I hear any clicking?
No.
You hear a slight.
No.
I'm tapping the phone.
President Nixon, no.
I do not want to say too much in case other beings are listening. But Felix made a great sacrifice for us. And I know that he would have loved your title.
Would have.
Yes.
Beep. That's just her saying. Oh. That is very distressing news. And the children will be very saddened to hear.
It is a great loss. He was a very good man.
I shall do all I can to honor him in word.
Thank you, Iris.
Perhaps I'll change the title.
If you think it best.
Oh, it feels almost too on the nose now for it to be green in the grave.
It's kind of gauche, actually.
It's really on point, Ethan.
Well, technically, he's not in the grave. So.
You just hear weeping from like all the words of the spell sending. Just boo-hoo 25 times.
What a mood.
It's that shit was so funny.
Full circle, kids, full circle.
She calls again just to continue crying.
Yeah.
Oh,
Click.
I ran out of work. Hang on.
Right.
I think he would have loved it, Iris.
Thanks, Ethan. I'll check back in later.
Thank you.
Fuck. Click.
Nesgrim,
Yes.
as I said before, when Ritora died before she returned to us, it is an elven tradition to give a surname to those that have taken up some sort of duty in their lives. The thing that they do, such as Revia, is mine. I wrote one for all of you that I might give it to you upon your death, but you have already offered and have died so many times for us that I feel as though I should give it to you now. I give to you the surname Yantarka, which in Elvish means the shimmering guard of sacrifice, and I wrote that in fucking May.
Wow.
Damn.
That's cool.
Guard of.
Yantarca.
Oh, CA. Okay.
The shimmering guard
That's
of
not how you spell
sacrifice.
guard. There's no Y in the word guard.
Not the way yours.
Yard.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ether.
Gay yard.
I hope I bring honor to that name.
I think you already have.
Ring, ring.
Hello?
Not you.
Oh.
That's grim.
Hello?
Oh, hello, Nazgrim.
Who are you?
A good friend.
Oh no.
I know that.
I know that voice.
I feel it.
You feel what?
Doesn't it feel good to hold in your hand?
It's a sex phone operator.
Could you describe it to me?
That is immediately the direction I was going with it as well.
You did what I did. You did what I did with the book.
What would you do if I was there?
Yeah.
Would you let me hold it?
That's who called you. That's who called you.
It's Arthur?
You don't know. I think it would sound familiar.
Do I not know?
I think it would sound familiar.
Can I make a history check to know who it is?
Who are you?
It's not Arthur. That's not Arthur's voice.
11.
Sounds a little bit like Arthur.
That's not Arthur's voice.
How did you get this number?
You have the wrong number.
How does it feel to hold it in your hand?
Firm.
Like any other sword?
So that's where you are. And we'll end there.
Uh-oh. Well, that ain't good.
It's fine.
I mean, I get to test all my new cool shit.
No, we gotta go in and get out. We have to go.
Against the gun wielding time
The
wizard.
vampires.
Yes.
They're in danger.
We have to go in, go up, get out.
Well,
Well,
Thank you all very much for watching this evening. I hope you enjoyed the episode as much as we did. I'm sure we're all sweating. Who knows if you are? Who can say?
the chat we
People
sweat.
say.
People say.
people say.
What a weird.
Let me get a hashtag,
Sweating. I hope it
let me get a hashtag sweaty in chat.
Hashtag we sweating.
Please.
Is that's how we're ending things from
No,
now on?
no. Yeah.
I'm sweating. I don't know if you are.
Instead of
How does it feel to hold it in your
How
hand?
does it feel to hold
Hold
it
it
in
in
your
your
hand?
hand.
well, instead of is it Thursday yet? Are you sweaty yet? Yeah, thank you for listening or watching, depending on how you're consuming this media. You can find us on YouTube and also podcast Not Great RPG for John's campaigns and Not Great RPG-more for mine. Doris has just ended, and my next campaign, The Fey Wild West, will be picking up sometime in early 2025. So that'll be super fun. But if you are new here, you can go to NotGreatRPG.com to very easily find links to all of our stuff. The YouTube and the podcasts are all there. We also have text recaps that are mostly up to date for at least the entirety of Adoris. But I would advise just listening. It's a lot that doesn't really get picked up even in the recaps. It's a long haul, but if you're here for the story, it is worth the listen from the beginning.
Or you could watch. Because
Or you can watch. There's a lot to
Who
see.
would want to miss out on this?
There's a lot to see. But
Make
yeah,
fun of my
you can
fuck-ups.
find us again. We will be live next Monday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll also be, in the meantime of Adoris' absence, be doing some fun one-shots and also some one-shots and things in the world of the Fey Wild West as we build some of the lore together for Tales of the Fey Wild West, as we've done the other three. But we'll be back next Monday. Good night.
Bye, friends.
Oh,
Bye-bye.
Bye. How's it doing in here?